The story opens with a young Bruce Wayne playing in the gardens of Wayne Manor with his childhood friend, Rachel Dawes. They engage in a game of hide and seek. As he runs away, he climbs onto a boarded-up well cover. The wooden boards give way under Bruce's weight, and he falls into the deep well beneath. He lands hard and injures himself. As he tries to stand, a swarm of bats emerges from the darkness, swirling around him. Terrified, Bruce screams as the bats envelop him, instilling in him a deep-seated fear of bats. Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father, descends into the well using a rope to rescue his son. He comforts Bruce, assuring him that the bats are gone. Back at the mansion, Thomas tends to Bruce's injuries and offers words of wisdom, saying, "Why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up." Sometime later, the Wayne family attends an opera performance. During the performance, bat-like creatures appear on stage, triggering Bruce's fear. Distressed, he asks his father if they can leave. Thomas, noticing his son's discomfort, agrees. As they exit through a rear alley to avoid the crowds, they are confronted by a desperate mugger, Joe Chill. Chill demands their money and jewelry. Thomas calmly tries to de-escalate the situation, offering Chill his wallet and urging him to take it easy. Martha becomes frightened when Chill demands her necklace, and in the tension, Chill panics and shoots both Thomas and Martha. Bruce watches in horror as his parents collapse and die before his eyes. In the aftermath, the police arrive. A compassionate officer, Sergeant James Gordon, wraps his coat around the grieving Bruce, offering comfort. Bruce is overwhelmed with grief and shock. At the funeral, Bruce stands solemnly as mourners pay their respects. Alfred Pennyworth, the Wayne family butler, stands by Bruce's side, becoming his guardian. Alfred reassures Bruce that he will never have to face his grief alone. Years later, an adult Bruce attends a court hearing where Joe Chill is being granted parole in exchange for testifying against mob boss Carmine Falcone. Bruce is consumed by anger and plans to assassinate Chill himself. He carries a concealed handgun to the courthouse. As Chill exits the courtroom, a woman approaches him and shoots him dead. She is revealed to be an assassin working for Falcone, silencing Chill to prevent him from testifying. Bruce is stunned and realizes that his chance for revenge has been taken away. Outside the courthouse, Bruce meets with Rachel Dawes, now an assistant district attorney. She chastises him for attempting to take revenge and shows him the corruption in Gotham by driving him to the city's underbelly. Rachel tells Bruce that his father would be ashamed of him. Determined to understand the nature of crime, Bruce confronts Falcone at his nightclub. Falcone belittles Bruce, asserting that real power comes from fear, and that Bruce doesn't understand the harsh realities of the world. Falcone's men rough up Bruce and throw him out. Disillusioned, Bruce decides to leave Gotham. He gives his coat to a homeless man and boards a cargo ship. Over the next 7 years, he travels the world, immersing himself in the criminal underworld to understand the mindset of criminals. He engages in theft and other minor crimes to survive. Bruce ends up in a Putinese prison, where he is arrested for theft. In the prison yard, he engages in a brutal fight with several inmates. Despite being outnumbered, he holds his own. The guards intervene, placing him in solitary confinement for his protection. In solitary, Bruce is visited by Henry Ducard, a mysterious man representing Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows. Ducard offers Bruce a path to become more than just a man seeking vengeance. He tells Bruce to find a rare blue flower on the mountain and bring it to their temple. Released from prison, Bruce treks through the harsh, snowy mountains, locating the blue flower. He endures the treacherous climb, battling the elements, and arrives at a secluded monastery atop the mountain. At the monastery, Bruce meets Ra's al Ghul and is reunited with Ducard. He begins rigorous training in martial arts, stealth, and combat under Ducard's mentorship. He learns to confront his fears, particularly his fear of bats, and to use theatricality and deception. As part of his training, Bruce undergoes a hallucinogenic trial by inhaling the vapors of the blue flower. He experiences vivid hallucinations of bats and his parents' death. Ducard challenges him to overcome these fears to become a formidable warrior. After completing his training, Bruce is asked to execute a captured criminal as a final test of his commitment. He refuses, arguing that true justice does not involve execution without trial. Ducard insists that criminals must be eliminated to restore balance. Realizing that the League intends to destroy Gotham, which they view as irredeemably corrupt, Bruce rejects their ideology. A fight ensues and Bruce sets the monastery ablaze by knocking over a brazier. The ensuing explosions kill Ra's al Ghul and destroy the temple. Bruce saves an unconscious Ducard, carrying him down the mountain to safety. Bruce returns to Gotham after 7 years. Reunited with Alfred, he declares his intention to fight crime and save the city from corruption. Alfred supports him, though he expresses concern for Bruce's well-being. Bruce visits Wayne Enterprises and discovers that the company is being taken public by CEO William Earle, who believes Bruce is dead. Bruce acts indifferent to the business, but secretly takes steps to regain control. He meets Lucius Fox, a former board member now working in applied sciences. Fox shows Bruce prototype technologies, including a Kevlar survival suit and memory cloth for a cape, which Bruce realizes can aid him in his mission. Bruce explores the caves beneath Wayne Manor, discovering they are extensive and suitable for a base of operations. He begins setting up the Batcave, installing equipment, and creating a workspace for his activities. With Fox's help, Bruce assembles his gear, including the Nomex survival suit, a utility belt, and a grappling gun. He paints the suit black and designs a bat-shaped cowl to conceal his identity, embracing the bat as a symbol to instill fear in criminals. Bruce tests his equipment and goes out into the city at night. He targets a drug shipment at the docks, operated by Falcone. Using stealth and fear tactics, he incapacitates Falcone's men, leaving them terrified. He confronts Falcone, declares himself as Batman, and leaves Falcone tied to a spotlight, creating a makeshift bat signal. Assistant District Attorney Rachel Dawes investigates the drugs being smuggled into Gotham. She confronts Dr. Jonathan Crane, the chief psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum, who has been declaring Falcone's henchmen insane to avoid prison sentences. Crane dismisses her concerns. Falcone is sent to Arkham Asylum after Crane deems him mentally unfit for trial. In a private meeting, Crane wears a scarecrow mask and exposes Falcone to a fear-inducing hallucinogen. Falcone is driven insane, muttering about the scarecrow. Batman investigates the connection between Falcone and Crane. He visits Gordon, now a sergeant, and provides evidence of corruption. They form a tentative alliance to combat the criminal elements in Gotham. Batman infiltrates Arkham Asylum to confront Crane. Crane exposes Batman to the fear toxin, causing him to hallucinate and experience intense fear. Disoriented, Batman escapes but collapses outside. Alfred retrieves him using the Batmobile, bringing him back to the Batcave. Bruce wakes after 2 days under the care of Alfred and Fox. Fox identifies the toxin and develops an antidote. Bruce learns that the toxin is being introduced into Gotham's water supply, but is harmless until vaporized. Bruce hosts a birthday party at Wayne Manor. Among the guests is Ducard, revealed to be the true Ra's al Ghul. He confronts Bruce, explaining that the League of Shadows plans to destroy Gotham by vaporizing the toxin in the water supply using a stolen microwave emitter. Ra's al Ghul's men infiltrate the manor. Bruce pretends to be a drunken fool to get the guests to leave, protecting them from harm. A fight breaks out, and Ra's sets the manor on fire. Bruce is trapped under debris, but is rescued by Alfred. Ra's al Ghul's plan unfolds as the toxin is released in the Narrows, one of Gotham's poorest areas. The citizens begin to hallucinate and turn violent. Rachel, who is in the Narrows, is exposed to the toxin while trying to help. Batman, fully recovered, goes to the Narrows. He saves Rachel from the hallucinating mob and gives her an antidote. He takes her to safety and instructs her to deliver the antidote to Gordon. Ra's al Ghul boards the monorail train heading towards Wayne Tower, which sits above the city's water mains. The plan is to vaporize the toxin throughout the entire city. Batman boards the train to stop him. Batman gives Gordon control of the Batmobile and instructs him to destroy the elevated tracks ahead of the train. Gordon uses the Tumbler's weaponry to do so. Batman and Ra's al Ghul fight on the speeding train. Ra's taunts Batman about his refusal to kill. As the train approaches the destroyed section of track, Batman overpowers Raz. He chooses not to save him, saying, "I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you." Batman escapes the train before it crashes, and Ra's al Ghul dies in the explosion. With the immediate threat over, Gotham begins to recover. Bruce discusses rebuilding Wayne Manor with Alfred, planning to make improvements to the Batcave. Bruce regains control of Wayne Enterprises by buying a majority of shares and appoints Lucius Fox as CEO, ousting William Earle. Rachel visits Bruce at the ruins of Wayne Manor. She tells him that while Gotham may need Batman, she cannot be with him until he no longer feels compelled to be Batman. She leaves, but not before expressing hope for his future. Batman meets Gordon, now promoted to lieutenant, on the rooftop of the police station. Gordon unveils the Bat Signal, a searchlight with a bat emblem, to summon Batman when needed. They discuss the escalation of crime and new threats, including a criminal who leaves Joker playing cards at crime scenes. Batman acknowledges the ongoing fight against crime and assures Gordon that he will look into the new threat. He leaps from the rooftop and glides into the night. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. It would be best if you watched the whole movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this.